Yeah, this is actually air conditioning and ventilation system design training. Okay, first of all, before you go to the say for example data center, okay, if you learn how to design the system, then it is very easy to learn the data center. Okay, that is what my point of view. Okay, say for example this is the air conditioning and ventilation. Here you will learn about there are different the architectural design, how to design the architectural space planning. Okay, because when you are with a consultant, you start with the bare land, right? You will start with
Uh-huh.
how to design the architectural background. Say for example, I will tell you that there is a data center, for example. Okay, so in the data center you have this. Say for example, this is your data center and this is your data hall, and this is your data hall. Okay, then you have a back of house area. So each and every space planning, right? So that
Okay.
space planning, there is a guideline. Okay, there is architectural design guideline is there. Based on that, we do the space planning each and every area. How to design the building? There are different building types. Okay, what is the parking requirement? What is the horizontal circulation element? Building story,
Yes.
floor types. Okay, this is basically a design, pure design, the basics of design.
Yes.
Okay, and then you will learn about the how the design codes. Say for example, whenever you do the designing, you have to learn the design criteria. Okay, there are based on the design criteria, you do the calculations, right? Say for
Yes.
example, if you have a HVAC calculation, talk about HAP thermal load calculation. Okay, in the HAP thermal load calculation, we are going to learn about each and every item, like what is the external load, what is the internal load, what is the sensible load, what is the
Uh-huh.
latent load. Okay, what is the
Uh-huh.
envelope load, how to calculate by using the equations. Okay, lighting load, how to
Okay.
calculate lighting load, how to calculate the infiltration. So these all related to calculation part. Okay, what you are going to learn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, actually speaking, you're in execution part, you're in commissioning part, but when you come into the design part, you have to learn a lot of basics, HVAC basics, like you can say the thermodynamics. Okay, and there are physics. Sometime there is a mathematics. Okay, you learn about what is the dry bulb temperature, what is wet bulb temperature, what is the relative humidity. Okay, what is the relative humidity you have to maintain. Okay, how to calculate dew point temperature, how to read the psychometric design. Okay, say for example there is a psychometric chart. Okay, in the psychometric chart, how to read the psychometric chart. Say for example, if you take the psychometric chart, okay, you have a two values. Based on the two value, you
Uh-huh.
you have to calculate all other values, like the properties of the air. Okay, basically dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, specific volume, specific humidity, relative humidity, dew point temperature. Okay, so why this particular property is required to calculate. Okay,
Correct. Correct.
and you will also learn about heat transfer method, like what is the conduction, convection, radiation. Okay, then you also learn about the say for example altitude log that you heard about ASHRAE guidelines. In that there are latitude, longitude. Okay, there is a
Yes.
elevations. Depends upon the elevation, your air property will change. Okay, depends upon the temperature, your specific heat will change. Like the specific heat and density of the air will change. Okay, so we will study all the basics to understand how to design the one load, one of the room. Okay, say for example, if there is my room here. Okay, this is my one of the projector. I have a bedroom. Okay, in the bedroom I have to design one fan call unit. Okay, so how to design the fan call unit, you have to learn first, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then it is easy to design then if you know the basics. Okay, then it is easy to design your data center if you want to learn the HVAC only. Okay, and then there are
Okay.
some smoke management. There is a chilled water system is there, so that we will go step by step. You understand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if you are interested in learning the design rather than uh, 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 to want to know the data center, because data center, I can explain you the data center. Okay, but that calculation, how you will do the calculation, because you should know the do the calculations. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to tell me that what is your objective, whether you want to learn the design or you want to learn the data center. If you want to learn the data center, then I will explain how to design the data center.
Yes. Yes. See,
Okay,
no, no.
and
I
if
think,
you talk
yeah.
about here, there is a fresh air load calculations. How to do the fresh air calculation? You will talk about air contaminants, air change per hour, fresh air calculations, thermal wheel, horseshoe pipe, heater, humidifier. How to select a heater? How to select a humidifier? Okay, and you have a general ventilation like generator ventilation, transformer ventilation, battery ventilation. There is a kitchen ventilation is there. Then how to do the duct sizing based on different different pressure. There is a pressure. There is actually design criteria. Okay, so
Okay.
so we will cover all this design how to design the system. So that will cover all this particular syllabus.